Hi again, Mark Simon here, and for this TV Pitch Tip audio postcard, we have a question from Mark from Columbus, Ohio. And Mark's talking about, let's see, he asks, can we protect a show with a limited amount of scripting and some video clips along the lines of America's Funniest Home Videos? Okay, well, this could be a really short one. I'll just say no. But I also notice even the way you phrase it, with a limited amount of scripting, I hope you're not just being lazy. If you think, well, maybe I just put something a little together and take it out there and let someone else do all the hard work, well, you're fooling yourself and you're wasting your time and everyone else's time. No, if you want to make a great show, you've got to make a great show. Put the effort and time into it. If it's a scripted show, script the damn thing. Script a bunch of them. Take the best. Pitch that. Don't just try to get away with as little as you can. You're up against the best in the industry. And you've got to prove you're as good or better than their ideas with your idea. And doing it half-assed isn't going to cut it. Now, if you're worried about your idea being stolen, it just means your idea is not good enough. It means that your idea is not fresh enough. Because if you've got the best idea, no one's going to try to steal it. If it's that fresh and original, they're going to want to work with you to do it. In fact, let's take your America's Funniest Home Videos example. All right, this has been a really successful show. By the time we're recording this, it's been around for around 12 or 13 seasons. So there's a new show out now called, well, new show. It's going into its third season, Tosh.0. It's on Comedy Central. In fact, at this point, it's also their highest rated show. Just read about that last week in the trades. Now, it's very similar to America's Funniest Home Videos. If you haven't seen it, Tosh.0 uses web video rather than home videos that are sent in. And it has, Tosh.0 has repeatable segments like the 20-second countdown, where they take one particular clip and the host cracks as many jokes about it in 20 seconds as he can. They also have web redemption, where if someone is videotaped totally screwing up, well, he gives them the opportunity to prove that they can actually do whatever they were trying to do without screwing it up. And, of course, the other thing it has is the talent. It has Daniel Tosh. Talent on reality shows is hugely important. You know, the idea of, well, let's make fun of web videos, great. But unless you're someone who can pull it off, or your talent is someone who can pull it off, it's not going to work. So the talent, having the talent aboard and having a demo reel, a sizzle reel for it, that's going to be part of what sells that show. You know, concepts alone can't be protected, and nor should they be protected. There's a lot of shows that are similar to each other out there, and just because one makes it out there first doesn't mean it's going to be the best. It's a different take on something that makes one thing work better than another. Fully developed and written projects, if you've got full scripts, those can be protected. However, any slight change can actually make it a new concept. But when you have a fully developed and written script that can be registered with the Writers Guild, that you can get a registered copyright with, and those are forms of protection. But you know what? That's not the issue. The issue is making sure that your concept is as strong and as proven as possible, that you've got the right elements to make the best pitch, that you're the best person to be doing it, and that you know how to pitch. And these are all the other things that we work one-on-one with all of you on. It's making sure that when you have something, we'll make sure that it's as strong as it can possibly be, that you're putting together the right things, that you're not slacking off and trying to get away with doing the minimum, because the minimum will never work. You've got to push and do as much as you can to make it as great as you can. In fact, you know, there's so many shows that have been similar out there, like NBC had The Contender and Fox had The Next Great Champ. Both of those were boxing competitions. But The Contender was so much better. In fact, Fox's show, and Fox knew when NBC was releasing, and there was a lot of nastiness going on when these two shows came out. And Fox released theirs, premiered theirs a week ahead of NBC's show. But you know what? The Contender NBC show was much better. It ended up winning out. And it was the one that they kept producing, even though it premiered second. So first one out's not always the best. Again, that's why you need to make yours as great as possible. All right, so here's our hot tip this week. You need to worry more about making your show great and getting it out there quickly. Because granted, not being the first one isn't necessarily the worst thing. However, if 2 or 3 different shows get out there, the networks are not going to... Everyone wants a copycat, but only a copycat off of one hit show, not if the market's already flooded. So you don't want to keep wasting time. You've got to get your stuff together, put it together, make it great, and get it out there. And if you want help with it, we're here to help you out. We've got a couple links here to some shows that are similar to each other. Let's take a look at those, and we'll talk to you soon.